on the meta and play all of these champs. And as the meta's changed a bit, they've fallen behind in that regard. TP match for M&M, I really like that. I don't think you're going to need about some in this lane.
Yeah, I do worry about it though. Lissandra just flash out you at some point. I guess you do have Kaiwing to gobble you up, give you a shield and whatnot. It's still a little scary. There's a lot of people feeling that Kaiwing is here on the time can't.
Yeah, this is a very stressful time can't game.
Hey, FAK.
Lands on Udapon.
Yeah. Not sure what he's cleaning.
Just Jari charm, maybe if Diego's done.
I don't think we need to cleanse this game.
Yeah.
Barrier, maybe even just heal, honestly.
I don't think we've seen any ghosts set up.
No, not particularly, but I need a good trade from L1, as we often see into the Cassante for pretty much every champ.
Yeah, Ray Farkey making sure he protects his jungler there. No shenanigans like Lee Sin we saw out with Ian yesterday. Just solo killing a Sejuani under blue buff. Or actually not solo killing. Shrimfire came and chased him down
Is
after.
there a chroma for Smolder? I think there's a skin, but the skin's definitely not this color.
Yeah, it must be done. I haven't even seen the Smolder skin.
I have. It doesn't look that good, I don't think.
Hey, maybe it's just
it's
this
not
chroma.
like a High Noon Lucian skin, that's for sure.
What's the skin called? Do you know?
No, I don't remember. It's one of the themed skins. It came out with a bunch of other ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
I can't keep up.
No, there's a lot of skins in the game. Oh, getting off an electrocute proc there.
Word from our producers that it is Heaven Scale Smolder.
There you go.
Is that like a dragon-themed thing that happened? Because Janna's got a new dragon-themed skin.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who absolutely knows at this point? Zhang, obviously, up at the top side. No surprises. He is going to have priority pretty much the entirety of this lane. Maybe not really having kill pressure for a while, but certainly when you get to 2 items, you are just shredding through this Cassante. Cassante honestly does have kill pressure over Gwen at kind of the 1 item stage.
Yeah, we're yet to see how that's impacted, though, by the changes, right? His all-out is a bit weaker than it used to be.
Yeah, substantially for sure.
This lane, in the bot lane, though, looks horrific for Frank so far. Playing Tom into Senna feels horrible, just because she can so freely stack up off you. With the Q auto, there's not much threat, especially with a Smolder as your ADC.
Yeah. There's not much threat onto Eminem in just the isolated lane either, though, so
Yeah.
you are just sort of matching the stacking. Of course, Smolder, I favor the Smolder stacks every day of the week, so...
Yeah, I mean, this champ is just a win con by itself. Hook onto Kaiwing should be okay.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of burst in this lane, but HP pretty rough.
Yeah, as long as you can land some tongue lashes, though, he should be able to get a bit of that health back. Grey health as well, going to help out. And Eminem, he's still staying relatively healthy. Also has the teleport available for himself, so that's really what you care about more than the Tahm Kench's health, sorry.
Pretender decides to stay in the mid lane, very low HP and mana, but Steel was recalling on top of a ward, so he knows he'll just be safe. So Gemini hovers his bot lane.
Not there for him to take.
That was a nice backwards vision cone plant to clear vision on his blue buff there, Gemini. His bot lane probably communicating that Udapon or Harp had roamed up to ward.
I think it was Steel. Steel was in his outside jungle.
Yeah, that was nice. We've seen that deep vision in enemy jungle have massive impact.
Absolutely.
So well played by Frank.
Lucidity here for the Ahri. Kind of surprising.
Harp could take a bad trade here.
Yeah, but he has teleport still. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I thought he might get stunned up by Kaiwing on the Tahm Kench.
Eminem almost getting to his first upgrade. Not quite there yet. He is now.
Yeah,
And
no freeze possible in the bot lane.
Steel now starting up this Dragon. We'll see if Frank want to contest. It is level 6 here for Arya, while Pretender still sits at level 5.
Ooh. I think Gemini was in the right place at the right time there. I think Arya might have gone on that E.
Tongue Lash lands. Abyssal Voyage will knock up Udapon. And through will come Steel. They're off the Baron, and there comes the Dragon, and the stun coming up. Glacial Tomb onto Gemini, but he's living. Is he going to be able to get the reset? One more auto, he does! But the Q from Udapon will deny him getting that reset. It's still the first blood, however, going over to Gemini as he just stays alive on 1 HP for so long.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing the damage struggles out of this comp. They get Gemini super low initially with a flash ult from Arya. Flash to follow up from Udapon, but there just wasn't damage to follow up onto him. So, yeah, it looks like Udapon who's in trouble at first, right? But Steel just goes straight onto Gemini here, and they get him super low immediately, and then no damage to finish him off.
Yeah, and if Pretender had mana, it would have been even better.
Yeah, it would have been a disaster.
It was a 1-for-1. Of course, first blood feels good for Frank, and they stopped any progress on that Dragon.
Yeah, if Pretender has mana for ulti there, that might be a triple kill. Or at least a very different fight.
Absolutely. But what could have been was not. It's going to be a trade, though, of these Void Grubs for the Dragon. First Dragon of the game here, going over to DFM. Hook out a Harp onto Kaiwing. Again, not going to be that meaningful. Got a pretty good trade, even got the Guardian out, but...
Yeah, that was a big trade. It was nice for the bot lane, but yeah, it's never going to... No one should be dying in this bot lane 2v2.
Yeah. Oh, well, this lane state is
Yeah,
really bad
good
for FAK.
Yeah, Gemini is here as well.
Oh, this might be bad, though. Kaiwing off the trade did recall, and now Eminem's getting dove by 3 members. He's got the flash. Is he going to be able to get out? It should just be one more Vault Breaker away from Steel taking it. He gets health from killing, and he gets the ult. That's a double kill now. Eminem is going to eventually go down, but what a disaster for DFM, and now it's Kaiwing versus Steel. Kaiwing looks like he has the favor here. Vault Breaker should be available very shortly. Abyssal Voyage coming through. The knock-up will land. One more Tongue Lash for a stun again, and Pretender's here. Charm lands. Another kill going over. It's 3 for 1. Eminem with the turnaround. And great success for Frank.
Yeah, and I think Harp just barely goes down to the turret there, and Eminem hits level 6 off of it and turns around with his ulti to kill Udapon. What a disaster for DFM. Pretty happy if you're a Pretender, though, walking down the river for a free kill. And it looked like DFM had played this perfectly. Aftershock procced for Harp, and I think he just tanks the tower too long, and Udapon actually cancels an auto there. Misjudges how much damage he's taking, and...
Oh, there's almost a kill in the picture-in-picture there as Jiang almost takes out FAK, of course.
Yeah, manages to get away with the Ghost. Not enough damage. We see the Gwen murdering the Cassante once she gets to 2 items.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you're so happy as Pretender. Walk down river, free kill, walk back up.
Yeah, Smolder got 2 kills on the board after a botch dive, and Frank are feeling pretty good in this game. They're now up 800 gold. It's not the most impactful. Pathmaker going to be used here. It's the Spirit Rush. FAK looks like he might live. Pretender execution is not the worst.
Yeah, everyone's misjudging the tower damage on these dives here. Tanking an extra shot.
Oh, nice snip, snip, snip. Was it just snip, snip? I think it's snip, snip. I said one too many snips. Sorry, guys.
Oh, well, there are 4 snips, possibly.
True. Oh, hook goes wide. Harp, though, there are minions, so he's all right.
And I think you're kind of seeing the problem with these low damage comps on DFM. You can get these kills, but if you even slightly misplay, like Udapon canceling an auto attack during that dive, you just end up not being able to convert these kills, right? Or it's not very clean. You saw it mid and you saw it on that dive. Even the slightest mistake, you have, you know, maybe exactly enough damage to kill someone cleanly, but yeah, hard to play.
FAK up in the top side, down a little over 20 CS as things stand. So
Arya, though.
Jiang going to be feeling pretty good, and yeah, fancy feet.
No, he's up 20.
Oh, he is.
Pretty impressive. Maybe a counter pick to the Ahri found pretty early on.
Perhaps. Pretender, he's going to have to flash. Does manage to survive, though. No Glacial Prison coming through, so... Won't get him stunned up.
Yeah, doesn't risk trying to ult away there. Maybe Harp in trouble.
Yeah, Harp does have flash available. He's going to use it nice and early.
Yeah, maybe his Q is on cooldown there. Or just not close enough to a wall.
And that wave has disappeared in front of our eyes.
Yeah, and I think this is exactly how you want to play the Senna Nautilus. Senna doesn't want to spend, once she's 6, she doesn't want to spend too much time in the bot lane now. This Nautilus will be fine, just clearing waves. On the other side, there is a Smolder, free farming, but hopefully you can get enough done with the Senna in the other lanes.
Yeah, Jiang though now, he's finished his Riftmaker. That's very scary.
Yeah. Still, I don't think he's just going to be outright murdering FAK until he gets another item.
Oh, Arya going aggressive there. Pretender, he's going to land the charm. Kaiwing's here. Is there going to be enough damage? Devour should be available for Kaiwing. 1Q and the Devour might be able to come through. They're going to choose not to, though. Taking that Glacial Prison. There's a trade of ults, but still.
Yeah, there was no one even remotely close to Arya on the map. As you see his AD and jungle coming out of base now, getting back on the map.
Yeah, I guess Dawning Shadow, in theory, could have come out to help if need be. Sees an assist here onto Kaiwing. Kaiwing's definitely out of position. Missile Voyage!
Oh.
It's going to get stopped. Arya with the exact amount of mana needed. And Udapon picking himself up a kill.
Yeah.
So even on the gold now after that one are DFM, but 6 Void Grubs now in favor of Frank, and they're the team that does have the Gwen.
Yeah, that is very true. Generally, we see these trades favoring the team with the dragons. Even if you get the 6 Void Grubs, it doesn't always feel like it matters that much. We're going to see Kaiwing FAK out of fog, I guess.
Wow.
Wow, in
Perfect
a
play
tiny
vision.
pocket of vision, yeah. Kaiwing thought he was perfectly safe with 2 wards on that side of the map, but yeah, Steel somehow finds fog there.
Oh, back to live. Udapon, he's going to have to flash away, and it's going to be Gemini who finds at least the first reset here of this team fight. Pretender does go down in the upper side of it, though. Jiang, though, he's got the needlework going, and FAK has not got a whole lot of health. It's going to be Gemini stealing away that dragon. As Vault Breaker going to have to just come back through to cut your losses, get yourself out of there, and it's Frank once again coming up huge in the fight. Gemini, though, he's not content with just giving it up. Through he comes, he's going to land the root, he's going to land a hell of a lot of damage. Vault Breaker back in retreat for Gemini now. Steel is going to stay alive, but this is a very fed Viego.
Since when was Gemini just 2 levels up? In that fight, Steel tries to, he notices they've kind of lost the fight and tries to just quickly finish up the dragon and get out of there, but Gemini notices him doing it and steals it away. Yeah, this seems like such a difficult game for DFM.
Oh, did Eminem go down? I guess so.
Yeah, must have. And then that's got to give you the confidence that to think you're able to do this dragon pretty easily, right? But the 4v5 contest.
Yeah, Kaiwing with a really good Devour onto Pretender there. And then it is a 4v5, but you lost your Nautilus ult and you lost your Senna ult.
Yeah. And you lost your Senna pretty quick too. Gemini finding his way onto him, and there's that steal as well. Gemini absolutely popping off that fight.
Absolutely. Now we're at the part of the game where FAK actually kind of does a bit more damage to Jiang than he can return, but this will not be the truth for very long.
Yeah. Essentially one more item and
yeah, game's just over.
Yeah.
Kind of a FAK in terms of his lane matchup, but
yeah, we've seen them just, you know, barely out of tower. These Cassantes get chased down by Gwen.
Rift Herald started up, Steel on it. Gemini, he's going to use that hallowed path. Is he going to be able to find an angle? And he might just be looking for a steal, but 3v1 would be the ratio of DFM to Frank, and so he's just going to give it over. DFM still remaining active on the map. They're only 700 gold down. It's not the end of the world, but you are up against a Smolder.
Yeah, even feels like you're behind in this game with how little damage you have on DFM. It's essentially a pick comp, but they haven't managed to find any sort of lead against a Smolder. Already has his Essence Reaver finished and on 100 stacks. Only going to accelerate as he gets to the 125 breakpoint.
Yeah, for sure. Eminem doing pretty well in this one.
Yeah, Gemini is massive as well. They're at a point where they probably just have to use all this engage onto Gemini, because him getting a reset in any of these fights is just a disaster.
Definitely agree.
Then you've got a Gwen, an Ahri, and a Smolder to worry about if you're using all your lockdown on this Viego.
Hollow Radiance completed now for this Nautilus. Gemini, he's going to show just as Arya comes to the lane. But this is going to be bottom tower secured. I believe first tower of the game in favor now of Frank. Maybe answering back mid though, as they do drop the Rift Shield, and it should be a quick answer back. Harp as well as Udapon claiming the gold for that one, and it's the most important of the towers. All right, we have a Drifter. Does Harp have his forklift light? He's just got a wall to go to.
Oh yeah, there's nowhere to even go. Oh my god, no way.
No, this doesn't charge. He crashes into a wall.
Oh, okay.
That would have been crazy though.
I thought he was cooking. Oh, so if it crashes into a wall, it doesn't do the charge?
Yeah, there's a cooldown for its charge.
Okay.
If you crash into a tower, there isn't, but... Well, assuming
that was
you
still cool.
Then kill the tower, but...
I didn't know you could even blast cone the Rift Herald like that.
Nah, me neither. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I thought he was drifting it up into top, but with the terrain change up there...
Well, FAK, he's just trying to clear out the minions, but with the 6 Void Grubs being picked up, he's not going to path make that invisible voyage. He is going to pop his Ghost. Young has his available to himself as well, but it should just be the needlework, all that he needs. He's going to eventually pop Ghost, as he did miss that last one. Kaiman going to claim the kill credit there onto FAK, and once again, this Gwen is just getting more and more time and more gold.
Yeah.
Quickly going to become very, very scary.
Yeah, and he's probably there on the SPAC with the tower and the kill. He's at that 2-item spike we talk about. Or the Gwen into the Cassante. And, I mean, it feels like your time to really get an advantage in this game as DFM is pretty much over. These team fights are going to be so hard now with so many threats on Frank. Though it is a pick comp on DFM, and here's a pick maybe.
Yeah, Vault Breaker lands. They're going to get the flash. Take the flash and leave it there. Maybe not knowing where everyone was, a bit scary to continue on forward. Abyssal Voyage coming through. Kaiman's not going to land though. Gemini finds the stun onto Arya, however, and through will come Mum, but it's a massive knock-up from Hark with that dredge line, and now everyone piling onto Steel, but Steel's going to get out. It's now Arya that's the main focus of the team of Frank. Jiang, he is in the middle of everyone, but still not really going down. Snip, constantly coming through. Now Jiang's going to have to get devoured. So many low health bars, but no one quite going down. This looks like it could be Smolder's plaything. Down will go one, reset comes through. Pretender though, he doesn't get the reset onto his Spirit Rush, and so it's only going to be the one, but by God, that was close.
Yeah, somehow only one person going down in that team fight, and I think what we saw that fight was DFM having to use a lot of their ultimates defensively, and when you can't coordinate the ults on this team comp, you don't have the damage to finish any of these kills. A really nice devour from Kaiwing again, showing that it's not that he can't play non-engaged champs, it's that usually his team needs him on the engage. Nice engage from Gemini. And then you see Nautilus ult there, and the Vi ult comes out onto Ahri. And then I think the Lissandra ult comes out onto Arya on his own to save himself. And without syncing up those ultimates, you're never getting a kill with this DFM comp. And it takes surprisingly long. I mean, they're playing the fight well because it takes so long for Frank to trade a kill back. And eventually, eventually they managed to pick up the Cassante, but...
What an absolute banger of a team fight. How was everyone just so low and only one person ended up going down, but it was Frank again winning out. And now they've just slowly got themselves down to a 3K gold lead. Feeling pretty good if you are on the side of Frank.
Yeah, both of these teams are so good at team fighting. I just worry about this DFM comp.
Yeah, I mean, that team fight, if Smolder had stacks, everyone's getting executed.
Yeah, that's very true. And those are the team fights you have to be winning before he gets his stacks, because you need to be ending this game ASAP, or at least give yourself a massive lead, finding yourself 3K gold behind at this point.
Yeah, I also imagine Eminem would have got so many stacks in that team fight because he remained untouched pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, getting to land ults and Ws. And the upgraded Q, that second evolve, always hitting multiple members.
Yeah. Still, Malignant's now completed. The, what is that called? Seeker's Arm Guard was used in the last team fight from Arya to delay and keep himself alive, so won't have that now. And while you still have all the stats from it. Definitely the status effects really, really good onto Lissandra. You can look for and engage, and then Zhonya's up. Or you can ult yourself, people waiting for you to come out, and then Zhonya's and maybe blow a few cooldowns, see what your team can get done. Just a lot of delay in those team fights, but
yeah,
until he gets the Zhonya's fully completed, won't have that option available for himself. Oh, he does do it now, so.
Yeah, doesn't help out with their damage at all, though, so he might be just stalling for nothing.
It's still 100 AP, but yeah.
Yeah, true. True. It's not the Zhonya's of old.
Yeah, it is. You do miss the effects of other items, the likes of, Deathcap, Leandri's just not really the stats so much, but the effects they have that just make you do more damage.
Yeah, even a Shadow Flame is solo
192 stacks.
Yeah, safe to say Eminem will be getting there on the Smolder this game. And yesterday we saw Smolder beat a Dragon Soul.
Yeah, Hextech Soul.
Yeah,
that.
the strongest soul in the game.
Okay. 13 to 14 between the top laners, and FAK, he's at about an item and a half, whereas we have the Nashes completed now for Jiang, meaning he's at 2 items. And Gwyn already would be winning at this stage, but now he's just going to be winning even harder, especially considering it is looking like it's going to be the Iceborne Gauntlet coming through. I actually think it should be a Jaksho, but...
Yeah, helps with his lane and helps him
not
just
only
be
that,
tanky.
it's just so much magic damage. Even Smolder pumps out magic damage. We'll see what he goes for. Nah, don't really know yet. It could be either the Iceborne Gauntlet or the Jaksho, as his items are currently.
Yeah. I think he should probably just focus on the team fights with maybe a Jaksho. Frontline and stall for his team.
And no headway getting made in this Ahri lane, just insta-clearing out the wave. Oh, Arya.
And it's kind of hard to see what DFM are supposed to do at this point. As these items come out for Jiang and Gemini, they kind of aren't targets anymore for your engage. They're probably just too tanky to take down efficiently. Ahri gonna get his Zhonya's eventually, but is probably still killable. Same with the Smolder. And it seems like their whole comp, maybe the idea of it is to just kill the Smolder. But there are too many threats on the side of Frank. It's not their usual, Rels and Leonas. Maybe Aatrox you can handle a little better than a Gwen, but Gwen with uptime in these fights is just going to absolutely shred everyone.
Sure. Now, everyone is around this dragon. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure by now Eminem will have the execute on his Q. We'll see.
Yeah, it should be very close at least.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since we last looked, and he was almost at it then, so I have to imagine. Looks like Kaiwing's going to get engaged on. Teleport coming through here. It's going to be Eminem coming down. Jiang, there's a lot of people all in a line, and Jiang does have that needlework. Everyone's coming down. The execute is available. Can he find one? It looks like he's very close to doing so. Pretender finds the first kill, even the second. He's going to get the third hit on Utapon. That's a triple. Is he going to go for the Penta? No, it's going to be executed away from Eminem, but it is going to be a 4-for-0 in that team fight. And Frank, they're completely taking over. Teleport now coming through from Jiang as he's going to go to the top side and even look for that inner turret for themselves. Baron could be on the menu. Third dragon was picked up.
Kaiwing is just always in the right place at the right time, ready with his ultimate in these fights. He did have to flash there to save Pretender, but completely shuts down this engage from DFM, and you see the difference in damage.
Yeah, Kaiwing not doing any damage, kind of disappointing.
Yeah. Just about 1k from each member of DFM and 3k from each member of Frank, and it's not just the gold lead that's causing that. I think there just weren't enough options in this draft. You saw them kind of find a pick onto Kaiwing there, and a lot of the time in these comps, you want to just use your engage on the Tahm Kench.
Yeah, not
just
the best though. 2 health bars.
Yeah, just to avoid what's about to happen, where he makes his way onto Pretender here, who's eaten 2 ultimates.
Oh.
And yeah, the fight's over at that point. You can't even get the kill on the Ahri. You might not even win the fight still if you do kill the Ahri, but it's something at least.
Sure.
And pretty much
Pretender not even saying a word.
Yeah, he just knows his guardian angel is going to be there to save him.
He actually can't say a word. If he's just to say thank you to Kaiwing, that's about it.
Yeah.
He got a triple kill and played it well, but he would have been dead, so.
every fight, Kaiwing has found a really good Tom control. Never caught lacking on the Tom.
Yeah, and you say he's not playing engage, but he is engaging on Tom, whether it be him going in or running away. Everything coming down now onto Pretender. The triple kill, will it matter? He does manage to get himself out, and now the executes are going to be coming through. Pretender picks up the one. Arya's going to have to use that. Zhonya's will be going down very shortly after, and it's Kaiwing who picks up that kill for himself. Gemini just 2v1ing the bot side here of DFM. It's currently a 2-4-0 in favor of Frank as Harp runs away as fast as he can to the top side. On the bot side, though, it's going to be Jiang up against FAK. One tower taken, Inhib's going to be next. Teleport coming through as well now as Pretender joins his top lane, and Udipon's back even gets stopped here from Gemini on the Viego. Dodges out of that snare, and now back to the bot side. 4 members. FAK pops the all out. He's not going to be able to live for very long. Execute coming through now for Eminem. Harp as well. He's trying to get away, Spider-Manning along. But all Frank need to do now is turn their attention towards this Nexus. Nexus Tower 2 goes down. Nexus will follow suit, and Frank, absolute domination in game number 1.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've seen Jiang on the Gwen before. He was level